Ndị be anyị ekenekwanụ m unu ọzọ n'ụbọchị uhuruchi nke taa. Asị m ka nke onye chiri ya zialụ. Asị m n'ụbọchị nke taa dịrị anyị na mma. Na ya dịka echineche ada agwụ agwụ. Otu anyị kwuru otu akwa ya dịrịrị. Ise ise ise. Dịka o si dị, achọkwa ịgwa unu na ihe fama bụ Eastern News 24 ka anyị si wee wetara unu ya bụ ozi, nnukwu ozi dị oke mkpa gbasara maka ka o si ada n'obodo a, gbasara maka ndị Igbo and ihe na-eme n'ala Igbo. O nwere ya wetara unu ebe akwụkwọ update unu na-eche since anyị wetegoro unu ya bụ ife gbasara maka ihe gara ụnyaahụ gara aga n'ụlọ nke ọkaikpe nụ na ihe Maazị Nnamdi Kanu Special Counsel bụ Maazị Aloy Ejumakwo ọ kọwara ka ya bụ ife si wee gaa ọfụma. So ma chọọ ka Igbo mere gee ntị ka onye ọbụla tinye ntị na gee ya bụ ife igesia ya gị dropụrụ anyị ife i chere n'iru akwụkwọ gbasara maka ihe ndị a niile okwu. All right, over to you, sir.
Yeah, she did. She denied, in point of her, she denied 2 applications. One is to restore his bail, and the other one is an alternative application. If you won't restore his bail, then transfer him to home detention. These 2 applications were geared towards providing the environment for him to get a fair trial. Unfortunately, the court was not in sync with us. But it's very, very important to stress this point, that what got us this far, what led to all these problems, is the refusal of the court to obey or implement, for want of a better word, to implement the ruling of the Supreme Court that Maazị Nnamdi Kanu never jumped bail, that he was driven into exile by the actions of the prosecution, and therefore the ruling by the court that he jumped bail shouldn't have been made. So ordinarily, we expected that this court would have just followed suit by restoring his bail, but it didn't happen. So now the court has, that's not what the Supreme Court said. So we're going to look at that. We're going to go home as a legal team and ruminate over this and come out with a legal response to this anomaly. The court made some order that he felt is in our favor, but really it is not in our favor. He made modifications in the conditions of the detention at the DSS. If you recall, they used to take documents from us. They used to listen in because they bugged the place and everything. She made an order that the room should be changed and all that. But I think this is pyrrhic and that we should take note. This is pyrrhic. It's not enough to guarantee that Maazị Nnamdi Kanu will get a fair trial. So in the next few weeks or days or whatever, before the next adjourned date, you hear from the legal team as to our next course of action. My other colleagues would like to say a few words as well. Thank you.
Okay, we had another kind of ruling today, which the ordinary person on the street might think that a favor had been done to us. But it's still the same thing. It's just the other side of the coin that was tossed. We are still going to remain in the premises and facilities of the DSS. You know, this issue of bugging is a very critical and technical thing. And we know that the Nigerian DSS is about the most sophisticated secret police in the whole of Africa. And they have a lot of equipment. The walls, inside the bricks of their building has chips, microphones, cameras, inside the walls of their building. So there is no how the court has made it that they should give us a clean room. Who determines the cleanness of the room? Who determines the positions of the box? So the thing, provided it's still inside the DSS premises, it's still there. Those boxes will always be there. These things have been built long before now. You know, and these are structures and boxes that have been planted many years. They can't break the walls of the houses, of their rooms, to remove those boxes. Now let me tell us something. Recently, they moved us to the office of the assistant director that they call ADOS. Now, in that place is somebody's office, all manner of equipment. There are so many things. So how do you even determine that the place does not have a bug? A room filled with property, chairs, television, gadgets, cameras. How do you determine what is functioning and what is not functioning? So it's like giving us a banana with one hand and then collecting it with the other hand. So there is nothing new, nothing has changed. Provided you are in the premises of the State Security Service of Nigeria, nothing has changed. A place where you can say it's not bugged is the Nigerian prison. You can be sure that in the Nigerian prison, nothing is bugged. And now, the witnesses that they are going to bring are those who are working in the DSS. So those witnesses will sit in the other room and listen to our questioning and answer session with our clients. Then at the end of the day, when you now bring the witness to court, they already know what we are going to ask. They already know the answers to everything. So we want, you see, justice should not only be done, but should be seen to be done. Now, if you take us to the Nigerian prison, we believe that the Nigerian prison does not have special interest in this matter, as the DSS has. The DSS have 101% interest. Now, if you take us to the prison, the prison people know that their function is to keep this man. They are not coming to testify. They're not coming.
I personally believe that now is the time for Nigeria to begin to bind the wounds of division. So I am therefore using this opportunity to appeal to our president, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, to address some certain mistakes and missteps of the past and begin to redirect our nation to part of national reconciliation. And one way our president can do this is to look anew at the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and immediately consider the prospects of political solution to his situation. If the president does this, our president would have put his hands in the arc of history and begin to bend that arc towards the hope for a better Nigeria that is anchored on justice, equity, fairness, peace, security, and economic stability. So long as this matter drags on, the wounds of division will continue to last. And that is not what this country needs now. What we need now, more than anything else, is peace and unity. What I'm asking the president to do is to consider the prospects of political solution to the situation. That is by way of out-of-court solution to this problem. This is a political matter that ought to have been dealt politically by exploring political solutions. That is our call to the president and by extension, the federal government of Nigeria. My name is Captain Peace Johnson, U.S. Army retired.
Gbama na-ege ntị, anyị ekenekwa unu ọzọ. Anyị na-ekene unu rinne ka unu si wee na-esonyere anyị ọfụma n'ife anyị na-ewetara unu na Eastern News 24 bụ ebe anyị na-eweta mgbasa ozi gbasara maka ka o si ada n'obodo anyị nọ n'ime ya ana gbasara maka ihe na-eme na Eastern Region gbara gburugburu. Unu anụgo n'ihe nwanne anyị nwoke kwuru n'iru akwụkwọ. Ọ dị mkpa na onye ọbụla gere ya bụ ife aka sị onye nụrụ si mee gịnị ya kọrọ nwanne ya. Unu anụgo ife nwanne anyị kwuru n'iru akwụkwọ dị nnukwu mkpa. Ọzọ dị ka ibe ya bụ ihe a na-eme anyị n'obodo a ka enyi ya ya emene ya maka ozi ka ọ ya dị oge ọbụla na-ekwu ofu okwu, oge ọbụla a na-alụ aka na-ekwu ofu okwu na-ada amịta mkpụrụ. Gịnị ka anyị eme n'obodo a n'ihe a na-eme ndị Igbo? Ọ bụ na ndị ọzọ gbara gburugburu, ndị ọha na eze na ndị ọzọ bụ ndị Igbo ga-etinye anya n'ebe anya n'ihe ndị a niile na-emenụ, ọ ga-abụ ihe nnukwu ihe wenyere ụmụ Igbo. Maka unu n'anya na ka obodo si wee dị, o wezikwa ihe a na-aghọta. Akwa onye ọbụla jikwa etinye ife n'ala, and ị na-etinye ife n'ala, ndị so na ọhụụ bụ ndị arapụ Naijiria bụ ndị herdsmen si gị mba na ịma ntinye ife n'ala. Ọ ya bụ nke ka njọ. Obodo gwụrụ agwụ. Mana unu nụrụ ihe nwanne nwoke kwuru n'iru akwụkwọ a. Gịnị ka ị were ikwu n'ụdị nke gị ga-amịta mkpụrụ? Ka anyị ga-esi n'otu a na-atinye na alụ na wonde na alụ anyị ya amịta mkpụrụ. Ka ife iwere ikwu gị bụ onye ọma na-ege ntị gbasịta maka ya bụ ife ndị a niile ịnụ n'elu akwụkwọ a na Eastern News 24. Kabarụ ka ikwupụtara anyị ya na comment section below. Ọzọ dịka ibe ya bụ Eastern News 24 ka a sịkwa wee na-wetara ya bụ nnukwu ozi ya dị oke mkpa gbasịta maka ife na-eme n'obodo a na gbasịta maka ife na-eme n'ala Igbo. Daalụ na ụmụnne m, emesịanụ ụmụ Igbo.